What's going on, people? It's your boy Forde. Now, the story for today, Jacob Murphy is keen on a move to Newcastle United. Now, as it currently stands, we've put in a bid of around about £8 million, which has been rejected from Norwich City. They want more, apparently around the £12 million mark, maybe even rising up to £16 million. Now, is he worth it? Who knows? We all know with English talent, we sometimes can pay over the odds for a player, but in our current circumstances where it's clear that we're after a winger, we want someone of proven quality who can move forward in terms of his ability under Rafa Benitez. I kind of think Jacob Murphy fits the bill. Now, who is he? He's a winger who can also play in a numerous amount of positions. He has a twin brother, obviously Josh Murphy, both who understand to be Newcastle United fans from an early age. Yes, there's that picture on Twitter with them two in the away kit from years ago. But they're born in London, obviously support Newcastle United like myself. So it is possible, guys, that people do support Newcastle United from outside of Newcastle. Go figure. 22 years of age. Has been on loan quite a few places as it goes. Coventry City being one of the most recent ones. Came back from his loan spell at Coventry City and scored a few goals as well. And he's obviously made some under-21 appearances for England as well. Now, this is what I was saying for a while back now. We need to start looking at the Championship for players that can potentially play in the Premier League. It's not unproven. It's not like it's not been done before. We need to stop thinking of ourselves as a team that can just instantly go after Premier League proven players, because we've been out of the Premier League for a season, and even in the season that we was in the Premier League, we still had to fight it and scrap it out for players that are, you know, around 13th, 14th place in a team who want to come to our club. We can have to stop thinking about us as being Newcastle United of 20 years ago when we're challenging for the Championship, and now think to ourselves or say to ourselves, we've just come out of the Championship. We now need to be realistic about who we go for. And I think someone of Jacob Murphy's talents who can go forward and has got all the talent in the world and has still got youth on his side, I think this is kind of one that makes sense as long as we get him for the right price. Now, it's been talked about this 12 million mark, which sounds about right for someone who's 22 years of age, played at under 21 international level, got pace to burn. And again, we've got a quality manager as well who can just only go that way in terms of valuation. So who knows? It's always up to, you know, the bosses of how much money we put forward for him. I can't see him commanding too much of a high wage. We've still got that kind of wage structure in place where £40,000 a week, sorry, should I say, is kind of the wage cap, and anything above that has to be for a really high profile player in our eyes. Someone like John Joe Shelby's probably on about 80. So it kind of makes sense for us to go for someone of that ability. Now, what even makes us more happy, Newcastle United fans, that he's apparently turned down the likes of Crystal Palace in favour of a move to Newcastle United as well. So as soon as he heard of interest from Newcastle United, he told his representatives and his agents to get on it, get the move in motion, shall we say, and hopefully we can iron out a deal. But again, he's interested, so he's keen, but it's just all about whether Norwich City will sell him, and also will we actually stump up the cash for him as well, because that's another thing as well, because we might think to ourselves, our valuation is 10 million tops, we're not going to go past that, and then that'll put the whole rumour, the whole kind of move to bed, sorry, even if he is keen. So whether it happens or not is another thing. He wants to come. It's all over Twitter, it's all over social media. It's quite obvious. He's a Newcastle United fan, so why wouldn't you want to go to the team that you supported as a boy? So again, it's down to us. Will we stump up the cash? Something's got to give now, because Mike Ashley's got to say to himself now, he's had a year off from all the backlash last season when we brought in players early. We did everything. We had great PR the whole season through. Kind of a rough patch in January, but again, that's looked over with winning the Championship. You don't want to go back to yesteryear when you're getting slated left, right and centre. Just stump up the cash. Whether it's a couple million more, then you have to do the right thing by Rafa, because otherwise the fans will riot, because this is the best it's been in a long, long time. So this transfer situation it's getting a bit out of hand at the moment now, because I know people are getting irate and it's still early doors, but you've got to say to yourself, the rest of the teams in the Premier League who haven't made a transfer signing as of yet, the difference is they've already got a Premier League side. If they're already in the Premier League, it shows that they've already got a Premier League side that can stay in the Premier League, because they did it last season. Whereas we're coming up, we haven't got a Premier League side because we're coming up into the Premier League. So that's the reason why I understand Newcastle United fans are getting frustrated. So, message to the board, you've got to do right by Rafa. This is a clear, easy open goal where a player wants to come to us. You know, I can't see him demanding big wages. He actually wants to come to us, supports the club, so that's not an issue where you have to sell the club to him. It's just an easy, you know, having to put 4 or 5 million more into the club, and then lo and behold we should sign a player. But no, easier said than done. Anyway, I'm rambling on now. I'll keep you more up to date with things going on from here. My name's been Forde, aka Forde Have Mercy. Hopefully by the time I put out the next video, we're either unveiling him at the club, or we might even have another transfer rumour in, or we might even sign his brother as well, who's also a big fan of the club as well. So anyway, thanks for listening, guys. As always, I'll see you guys all soon. Keep it tuned. Peace.